Moving on now, North Korean leader Kim Jong Un has reportedly executed several officials who were involved in February's failed summit in Hanoi with Donald Trump. That's according to South Korean newspaper Chosun Ilbo, quoting unidentified sources.
News of the reported purge came as North Korea's official newspaper warned in a commentary piece today that officials who committed anti-party acts would face stern judgment.
According to the South Korean media report, North Korea's former envoy to the United States was executed shortly after the Hanoi summit broke down. Kim Jong Un and 4 other foreign ministry staff were apparently executed by firing squad in March for betraying the supreme leader.
The paper also said Kim Jong Un's interpreter, Sin Hae-yong, was sent to a prison camp for a mistake at the summit. It is said that she failed to translate Kim's last-minute offer that was made as Mr. Trump declared no deal and walked away from the table in Hanoi.
Another official paying the price for failure, Kim Jong-chol, who was believed to be Kim Jong Un's right-hand man. He's been sentenced to forced labor and so-called ideological education. Now, he's the country's top nuclear envoy who's met with U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo in the run-up to the summit, you might remember.
South Korea has declined to comment on the report, saying it will wait for official confirmation first. Let's cross over to Simon Marks. He joins us live from Washington, D.C. And Simon, what's been the reaction in the capital to this news?
We're looking into it, Steve. That's what Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has said about this report in that South Korean newspaper. The United States working on it, trying to understand whether there is truth and veracity behind that report and whether it accurately reflects what may have taken place in North Korea. Certainly here there is a tremendous amount of interest in these developments. Kim Jong-chol, the top nuclear negotiator, was in essence the counterpart of Steve Biegun, the American point man on North Korea, appointed by Donald Trump last year. Kim Jong-chol was better known here in the United States simply as envelope man. He was the man who stood in the Oval Office with President Trump a few months ago, and you'll remember he presented President Trump with that enormous envelope, which contained a letter from Kim Jong Un that President Trump later described as a beautiful letter and cited as one of the missives that led him and Kim Jong Un, as President Trump has put it, to fall in love. So this is an enormous challenge for the Trump administration, challenged yet again over North Korea. As you know, Kim Jong Un has reached out in the past few weeks to the Russian leader, Vladimir Putin. He has conducted tests of munitions that President Trump has insisted were small and didn't break UN resolutions. That is not the position taken by President Trump's own National Security Advisor John Bolton or Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. So big questions here about whether this report is accurate, and then there will be even bigger questions about what it all means for President Trump's overtures to North Korea and Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, we'll have to watch and just find out more on this one. Thanks very much, Simon Marks, speaking to us there from Washington, D.C.